Well, welcome back, faithful viewers. It's me, your bastion of Bible knowledge, Wes, here with more Bible Stories with Wes. Now, today, we were going to have Kirk Cameron on with us this morning, but unfortunately, due to a last-minute Growing Pains reunion, we're stuck with, excited to have our next guest on the show with us. Please welcome Suncrest pastor Greg Lee. Well, welcome, Greg. Good to have you here. I'd like to dive in, starting right here. So, are you a supporter of Team Edward or Team Jacob? And what are your biblical reasons?
Wes, I don't think that's an issue addressed in the Bible. I don't know what you're talking about.
Next question. What terrible thing happened in your past that made you a Cardinals fan?
What? How is this in any way related to the Bible?
Well, it's quite simple, Greg. Have you ever heard of Satan?
Yes.
And what color is Satan? Red. And, oh, well, you know, the main color for the St. Louis Cardinals? Red. Coincidence? I think not.
But aren't you a Red Sox fan? They have the word red in their name.
Okay, next question. Greg, if you're stranded on a desert island and could only bring 5 movies with you,
Wes, none of these questions have anything to do with the Bible. I thought this was supposed to be a discussion about crazy things smart people believe about the Bible. Instead, you've hijacked this to be a discussion about nothing.
I'm just asking the questions our viewers want to hear. It's part of my hard-hitting style of journalism. So, Greg, please, what kind of biblical questions would you like to discuss with us today?
Thanks, Wes. So I'm here to talk today about some crazy things that smart people believe. So you might know we're in the midst of a series where we're talking about how people who are really pretty intellectually bright actually believe some things that aren't true at all. We've talked about things like it must have been God's will, or today God just wants you to be happy, or the idea that God wouldn't give you more than you can handle, but these things just aren't true. One of the things that we start to see when we unpack the scriptures is that when you read verse by verse by verse, these aren't things that God said at all. That in fact, he often says the opposite. And it's not that God won't give you more than you can handle, it's actually that there are people and places God wants to drive you to. And what are you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry, Greg. In the midst of all that, I thought I heard you say something about believing wrong things, or God doesn't care about our happiness. Well, that is false. Take for instance this book. Take for instance this book. What language was this written in?
Greek
English.
and Hebrew.
I'm afraid you're quite mistaken, Greg. Actually, the Bible was written in English by Jesus. Can you imagine how inconvenient it would be?
Wes, I hate to burst your bubble, but the Bible was written in Greek and Hebrew, a little Aramaic, and Jesus didn't write any of the books of the Bible.
Well, agree to disagree.
Wes, those are actual facts. You can't just disagree with them.
Well, when in Rome.
What?
When in Rome. It's a popular turn of phrase. Get hip, Greg.
For goodness sake. I don't even know why I came on here. I am leaving.
Oh no, Greg, don't leave. Well, that's all we have for this week. Join us again next week as we have worship leader Nash Propst on our show to discuss the question, are beards biblical? Until next time, viewers, keep studying, and remember, stay away from those jean shorts.